focus on key two things. One is your work set, and the one is work under the ABN. Because I'm just expecting a lot of international students comes, but it's not much. So I get a lot of complaints over the few months. So probably 300 of them reach me out to ask the help. So I thought, okay, why not just give a go and give them what insight about working under the ABN. Anyway. Coming, my name is Wickrama. I've just represented Migrant Worker Center as a Work Right Ambassador. So before we start, we need to acknowledge this land. This land belongs to the Wurundjeri people. So it's always will be the Aboriginal land. So my name is Wickrama, as I said before. This is Andres. He's a guest speaker today. He's representing Lama. So I think you guys get out of him as much as you can. So he's a professional career advisor. So what we're going to do, talk about just a bit about the work rights. So when you go to the works, so you need to know what sort of things, entitlements you're going to get. So just focus on key two things. One is your work set, and the one is work under the ABN. Because I'm just expecting a lot of international students comes, but it's not much. So I get a lot of complaints over the few months. So probably 300 of them reach me out to ask the help. So I thought, okay, why not just give a go and give them what insight about working under the ABN. Anyway, so this is who we are. So Migrant Worker Center, we are located in Carlton. So you know, when you go to the city, it's not that far from the central station, probably 10 minutes walk. It's called Trade Hall Buildings. All the workers, unions, all situated in the one location. So you can see there's a lot of offices over there. And this is the content, but I'm not going through all those things. So we all know type of jobs we in here. So you might be a permanent worker, you might be a casual worker, might be a contractor. That means you work under the ABN, it's considered as a contractor, or you run the business. So it's a subcontractor, most of them run under the ABN. So consider as you are running business. So you don't have much entitlements. So according to the permanent worker, so they get like, superannuation, right? 11%. How about sick leave? You get the sick leave. You get the 20 days annual leave. But under the ABN, you don't have an answer. You know, like even if you injured at the work, but you need to get to know what kind of situation you are in when you get into the work. So, and the other thing is, if you're in the casual work, you might get 25% loading because your job is not secure. But still, you get the 11% superannuation. So this is a minimum wages right now, but next month is going to be up 24.10 cents. So keep in mind on that. Okay, so you guys know, so you know, like so newcomers who are in Australia, this is going to be your pay slips. Very important. So keep your pay slips. If your boss not give your pay slips, ask your pay slips, because that's going to be the very, very good legal documents. If something goes wrong, you can prove you work under him. So that's his boss, you are a worker for them. So you can check your superannuation, your entitlement, how many hours you work, how much you're getting, how much you're loading, penalty rates, everything is there. And you can see the boss's details, what's his company name, his ABN numbers. You know, if you know the ABN numbers, you can check his legitimate business, look up from the ABN lookup, you can check it. So keep in mind that one too. So, you know, in Victoria, we had a sick leave guarantees, but it's going to be abolished soon. It's not anymore because it just comes from the COVID time. So this is sick leave, 10 days for permanent workers. I'm just giving additional information. It's going to be no longer available in Victoria. Sick leave guarantee for every workers, even your casual, even you're under their contractor ABN. So like if you're food delivery, gig worker, used to have a claim that sick work guarantees, but not anymore. So this is your annual leave I said before, entitlements. So yeah, have you heard this one, pack calculator? Anyone? No one? So this is your industry. So when you go to the Fair Work pack calculator, you can check here, like you work in the supermarket, Coles. So you take it this one, check your supermarket worker, what's your the rate, minimum rate on that, according to that your category. Let's say you're a supermarket worker, okay, you're $26 per hour, that's your minimum. So maybe you're a construction worker. So you can check, okay, you are BA, you can check how much you get, $32 per hour. So you can check your industry on this calculator. It's very important. Before you get into, let's say you got the interview, you don't know how much I'm going to ask from the boss. So go through this one. You can check, you can get the fair idea. Okay, this is my hourly rate going to be minimum. Then you can negotiate on top of that. So keep in mind, this is a pack calculator, very important, guys. This is the things. Right now I'm going through one of these. So I've just had issue with the work. I'm just going the mental health issues with the work. Somebody, not get into the story, but you can be, might be injured as a physical or maybe mentally. Somebody bullied you, constant bullied you at the workplace. So it's torturing, like it's stressful at work. So you think, okay, you can't take it anymore. So you go to see your doctor and just tell the story to doctor. Doctor will tell you, okay, you probably need a 7 days off from the work. So then you can say, okay, then doctor will provide your capacity certificate, it's called. It's under the doctor's oath. Nobody can challenge the capacity certificate. Then you can provide it to your boss. Then he has to pay you your entitlements. But before putting that one, you have to fill the claim form. It's very important because it's probably around 3 pages long form. That's called, goes to the insurance through your boss insurance. So it goes to your boss. Boss will forward it to your insurance company, his own insurance company. Then insurance company calculate how much is reasonable. Then they will tell you. Normally it's coming like first 13 weeks, probably around 95%. Then it's reducing, going along, because they think you need a necessary treatment to recover yourself, get back to work. So that's a real reason behind it. Even if you're injured like physically, but you got only 28 days to fill that form. Remember, 28 days, that's a golden word. If you get injured, you have to see your doctor. First thing, medical attention, number one. Go to the medical attention, get your medical attention done.